What's up? Welcome back to Winter's Reviews. Today I'm excited to show you Soundcore's newest Bluetooth wireless earbuds, and these are the Liberty 5. The retail price on these is $129.99, but I have a discount code for $10 off. Additionally, I have a promo code that will get you a free travel case for these earbuds. So check the description down below. I'll have those codes posted there along with a link to purchase these for yourself. Now let's get on with this review. Inside the box you're going to get the earbuds themselves along with the charging case, and then you're going to get a short little USB-C charging cable to charge these, and then you also get a variety of different sized ear tips, and that's going to make sure that you can find a good, comfortable fit for your ears. These earbuds do come in 4 different colors. The color I have here is Cloud White, and as you can see, it is a pretty sleek design. I really like the way this looks. This case is slightly on the big side. We're just going to give you a little comparison by showing you the Liberty 4 noise canceling earbuds. You can see the size comparison is pretty similar, but it is a little bit bigger on the Liberty 5. Nonetheless, I really do like this case. It's lightweight, it's a nice matte, kind of a pearl white finish. Also, Soundcore decided to go with the sliding design on this case, so you just swipe up. There's a little LED bar on the bottom there that's going to tell you your life, and it's also going to indicate your Bluetooth and connection settings. These earbuds are secured magnetically, and as you can see, they drop right in there and find their spot pretty good. I do like that. I feel like they're pretty strong in there actually, so you're not gonna have very many issues with them falling out. And especially with this slide design, if you were to drop this case, I don't think it would open up on its own. One negative is that it doesn't seem super sturdy. So these earbuds are packed with features, and one of the biggest upgrades to these earbuds from Soundcore's older models is the active noise canceling. So this is ANC 3.0, and Soundcore claims that it is 2 times stronger than the older version, which is the Liberty 4 noise canceling that I have right here. As far as size and design, not a whole lot has changed, but the technology has definitely been upgraded. They have 6 microphones built in and new technology that allows them to adapt to the environment that they're in. So whether you're on a train, a bus, just a crowd of people, a coffee shop, I have found the Liberty 5s to be the best active noise canceling that I have experienced in earbuds. I literally stood next to my washer machine with the noise canceling on, and I could not even tell that it was running. And along with the active noise canceling, pretty much any headphone or earbud are going to have also a transparency mode, and this is actually one of my favorite things about these earbuds. The transparency mode is great. It uses 4 microphones to basically take in the outside noises and feed them into your ears while you're playing a music or a movie or your podcasts. That way you can hear what's going on around you, and this is one of my favorite features because I do not like having both of my ears plugged and not being able to hear my surroundings or hear if someone's trying to talk to me. It almost feels like an open ear experience, even though these are rubberized ear tips and they form a seal in your ear. The transparency mode is so good that it actually sounds like you don't have earbuds in, and it sounds very natural. These earbuds are also equipped with Dolby Audio. That's going to give you 3D sound for a more immersive experience. These earbuds also boast a really premium sound quality For phone calls, you have 6 built-in microphones that work with AI technology to reduce outside noise. They even reduce wind noise, so when you're on the phone outside or in any environment, you're going to get the best phone call quality possible. The battery life on these are very impressive as well. You get a total of 48 hours, and of course this all depends on what features you're using. So the way that they say it is that you get 12 hours per charge, meaning 12 hours of playtime without the charging case, and with the case 48 hours. That's with active noise canceling off, so just regular mode. And then with active noise canceling on, you'll get 8 hours per charge, and then 32 hours with the case. And with active noise canceling on and Dolby audio on, you get 5 hours per charge and 20 hours with the case. So that is very impressive. I can't really see any scenario where you're going to be running out of charge. If you charge the earbuds for 10 minutes, it'll give you 5 hours of playtime. This case is also compatible with a wireless charger. You simply set the case down in the center of the charger and it'll start charging. Another thing I really like about these earbuds is just how comfortable they are. I ended up liking the pre-installed ear tips, which were the medium size, and have worn these for hours and had no discomfort at all. Oftentimes I actually forgot that I had them in, especially with transparency mode. So overall, I really like the fitment of these earbuds. I never felt like they were going to fall out on me, even with opening my mouth, eating food, and shaking my head around. They stayed in very nice and kept a tight seal. Now, a new feature that I haven't seen on very many earbuds that aren't Apple is this squeeze control, and you can see right here there's a little bar, and that is where your squeeze sensor is. So it's very similar to the AirPods, where you can actually squeeze the stem of the earbud to control your music. Both of the earbuds have those same sensors on them, and I really like that compared to just the touch sensors. It seems to be a lot more reliable. The one thing that you don't get is a volume adjustment by swiping like the Apple AirPods have, but you still can adjust your volume, and I'll show you in the app how you can customize these controls. Another very useful feature of these earbuds is the wearing detection, and so it actually can detect if the earbud is in your ear or not. And what this will do is if you take one of these out of your ear, then it will automatically pause your music or your movie. Now you can turn this setting off in the app if you don't want that feature. And of course, these earbuds are IP55 water resistant, so you can wear them in the rain, you can sweat with them, and you could even drop them in the sink, but don't submerge them. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys the Soundcore app, and as you can see here we have our Liberty 5s connected, and we'll go ahead and click on that. This takes you to the main page where you can see your battery life on your left and right earbud, and then also your charging case. You get your ambient sound mode, so you have transparency mode, normal, and noise cancellation. With noise cancellation, you can select different levels manually, or you can choose transportation modes with plane or car. You also have a wind noise reduction option right here, and that's just going to help for the wind noise. Say you're outside and it's very windy, that wind is going to feed into the microphones and make just a really unpleasant noise. And I found that the wind noise reduction does help. It doesn't completely eliminate the noise, but it does help. I even noticed if I were to turn my head quickly, I could hear a little bit of wind noise coming through the microphones. But of course, if you have issues with that, if you don't like that, you can just use the earbuds in normal mode and you won't get that. Then heading down here to sound effects, this is where you can actually change the sound of your earbuds, And right now I think would be a good time to talk about the sound quality of the earbuds. I know you guys have been waiting for it. These earbuds sound really good. They're probably the best sounding wireless earbuds that I have to date. This part of the app is essential for me because out of the box, these earbuds are going to come with your default soundcore signature EQ. And personally, it's not my favorite EQ setting. I like to make a custom one. You also have all these presets that you can select and even more right here. So super customizable. If you're not happy with the way these earbuds sound, I guarantee you can play around with this, even make a custom EQ from scratch, and this will allow you to fine-tune the way these earbuds sound to make it more the way you like. Another really cool feature that seems to be new on the Soundcore app is this preference test, and what this does is it's going to walk you through an entire test. It takes a few minutes that will make a custom EQ for you based off of the results from the test. So this actually works pretty well. I was pretty happy with the way that it sounded coming out of there, and then you can even take that and make a custom sound curve based off of what that test result gave you. So there's tons and tons of ways to customize and just change the way that these earbuds sound, and I think that's awesome. It just gives you so much flexibility, and like I said, I think these earbuds sound pretty dang good out of the box, but once you mess with the EQ and fine-tune it for your ears, they can sound a lot better, and that is one thing that I really love about these earbuds. I don't think anyone's going to complain about the sound quality, especially if you were to enable that LDAC. That's going to give you the extra clarity and enhancement that you're probably looking for. This is also where you can turn on your Dolby Audio right here, and then you have your 3 different modes. And going down again, you have controls. Now this is also a super useful feature that I mentioned before. You have your squeeze controls here on the stem of the earbuds, and you have left and right adjustability. So you can actually go in here and customize exactly what you want your squeezes or your presses to do. So notice here at the bottom right here, take a photo. So you can actually use your earbuds as a shutter, as a way to take a picture. So if you have your camera open and you have this setting on for a single press, you just squeeze your earbud and it'll go ahead and take a picture. You can also adjust double press. You have the same ones except you don't have the camera shutter, and then you've got ambient sound and triple press, same stuff here, and a long press. This is what I use, ambient sound. That allows you to cycle through noise cancellation, normal, and transparency mode, and you can customize, you can take away some of those if you don't want those to be in the cycle, and exactly the same stuff for the right. Now going back, you have gaming mode, and this is basically just if you play video games on your mobile device, you'll want to turn that on. Now up in the top right corner here, we have more settings. Can you believe it? There's even more. So on this page, you can see we have in-call awareness, we have wearing detection. That's if you have your earbud in and you take it out, it'll pause the music. You can turn that setting off. I like that one on. You've got safe volume, so you can actually adjust the level of max volume so that you don't damage your ears. And then right here in sound mode, this is where you can upgrade your sound quality using the LDAC codec. You can do a audio fit test, which will just basically tell you if you have the right size ear tips. That's actually really helpful. Find your device. Guys, I have noticed that compared to all of the other earbuds that have this feature, these are the loudest that I've ever heard. It works really well, and I could imagine that it would actually help you find your earbud if you do lose it, because they do get so loud. So I'll go ahead and click the right one and you'll be able to hear it. They want to make sure you don't have it in your ear. So it starts off at a lower volume and then it slowly increases, and it actually gets impressively loud for those little earbuds. That's pretty much all you have here in the app. Alright, so what's the verdict? Well, as you can see, I have a lot of soundcore earbuds, and these Liberty 5s are by far my favorite. I think that the features that they have, the sound quality, the active noise canceling, the battery life, I mean everything all together, it just packs a really good package. Of course, these earbuds are not perfect, but they're definitely a step forward in the right direction from Soundcore's other earbuds and even the other competition on the market. So, are these earbuds worth $130? Well, that's just going to depend on what you actually need in earbuds. Soundcore has tons of other options that are cheaper. These are their high-end earbuds. These are the Liberty 5s. They have very competitive features and technology, but some of you may not need all of these features, and you can get a basic set of earbuds for much cheaper, but you're going to miss out on a lot of these premium features like the squeeze controls, the water resistance, the sound quality, the battery life, the transparency mode, the wearing detection. These are all very premium features, and personally, they make using these earbuds so much more convenient, and so I definitely love these earbuds. These are my new favorites, and I'm going to be using these a lot. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to check the link in the description for those discount codes and for the product itself. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.